our way to Lord Howe Island. 30th birthday celebration for my girl.
Hello beautiful people! Today I'm sharing the highlights from a truly special trip I took for my 30th birthday in April with my mum to the majestic Lord Howe Island in New South Wales. I'll also share some tips if you're planning your own adventure. We flew in on a small, compact plane. It's about a 2-hour flight from Sydney, and as we approached the island, the views were absolutely stunning. We could see Lord Howe's lush greenery, turquoise waters, and the world's southernmost coral reef wrapping around it. Flights are limited. There's usually just one flight a day from Sydney, or sometimes 2 in peak season, and a few from Brisbane. And part of what keeps the island so pristine is that visitor numbers are capped at around 400 people at any one time. So depending on the time of year you go, you really feel like you've got this vibrant paradise almost to yourself. We stayed at Pinetrees Lodge, which was ideal for us. It's in the heart of the island, so it was really easy to get around, and the staff were incredibly welcoming. All of our meals were included: breakfast, lunch, optional afternoon tea, dinner, and dessert, which were all so fresh and delicious. One of our favourite parts of the day was heading over to the boat shed across the road in the evening. At about 5 o'clock, we'd go there and sit with some of the other guests and watch the sunset with a drink and just chat about some of the highlights of the day. Lodge itself doesn't offer Wi-Fi for guests, which we actually loved. It really helped us slow down, be present, and just enjoy having the quality time with each other. And we ended up playing a lot of card games like 500. If we wanted to check messages, we'd just cycle down to the Anchorage Cafe, which became our daily spot for coffee and a quick Wi-Fi fix. Hiring a bike is the best way to explore Lord Howe. The island is only about 11 kilometers long and 2 kilometers wide, so it's really easy to cover quite a lot in one day. On the first day, we cycled to Old Settlement Beach, Ned's Beach, up Anderson Road, past the golf course and all the way down to Capella Lodge at the southern end. Everywhere we went, we were surrounded by vibrant greenery, dramatic cliffs, cute birds, and crystal clear waters. Lord Howe is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so about 75% of the island is protected parkland, which is part of the reason it is so beautiful. On the first day, we rode down and fed the fish at Ned's Beach, where there's an honesty box of fish food. Watching the kingfish come right up to us was just amazing. They were huge, and some were grey, some blue, some multicolored. It was just incredible. And we also saw some mullet and garfish, and apparently you can actually see small reef sharks as well.
We went and saw a million of the most beautiful fish. One was every colour of the rainbow, and the other was like little tiny teeth, little royal teeth.
That was so cute.
On day 2, we kayaked along the reef and saw schools of colourful fish and a giant black stingray that followed underneath the kayak with us for a while. At first we were kind of scared, but it was also pretty special. On the third day, we snorkeled near the pontoon, and the absolute highlight was seeing this massive sea turtle glide right beneath us. It was so elegant and peaceful. We also rode down to the little island trail and snorkeled off the beach there. One walk we loved was to Middle Beach, and I went through groves of Kentia palms, which are grown on the island and exported all over the world, and my favourite, the ancient Banyan Trees. The banyans are incredible and feel otherworldly. They drop roots from their branches and grow down into the ground and form new trunks, creating these beautiful natural arches, with some of them being more than 500 years old.
Interested to film this whenever you ever come back. Has it changed? Has it now grown into a trunk?
I wonder how long it takes. On the third day, we also did the hike to Kim's Lookout via Malabar Hill. It was very steep in places with lots of stairs, but it was so worth it for the view. From the top, you can see right across the whole island and out to the beautiful Mount Gower. Next time, we definitely consider doing the Mount Gower hike. It's known as one of Australia's best day hikes, but it was a full day guided trek, and we just thought, given we're only there for 4 days, to save it for next time. But the summit, when you get to the top, is covered in a beautiful mist forest, and the views are meant to be spectacular. On the last day, we visited a local market, stopped by the museum, and spent the afternoon sketching the scenery for fun. It was such a memorable trip, especially just having that quality time with my mum and being surrounded by truly magical nature. And I just feel so grateful to have been there, and I can't recommend it enough. So if you're looking for a place with real adventure, rich wildlife, and that kind of peace that stays with you long after you've left, then I highly recommend visiting. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day.